Hi. You look like shit.
Vekkie?
Yeah.
Yeah. You got to watch out for him. He's a very well-known troll. He's known for digging up information about people's personal stuff. He's been known for that for ages. In fact, Bruce just came in the room. He could probably tell you a lot about Vekkie, about how he digs into people.
I'd like to hear about Vekkie because I don't, or Thick Shades. I'd like to learn what is he? Is he a treacherous character? Is he like a?
Well, let me see. There was.
Don't be afraid to speak up on him.
Okay, let me explain. There was a channel I saw. What was it called? Unclean Sam. I see that was knocked down the other day. Anyhow, I'll go back to a while back. I put some videos up, and sometimes I delete them quite often, or put them on private or delete them, start over again, kind of thing. Well, I had these videos, and Thick Shades took them, uploaded them on his channel, and what he'll do is he'll shake the screen around or run lines through it or change the colors, the tint of it, that kind of thing. Then he'll claim it as his own now because he created his own creation. Well, what happened was he was putting these videos of mine up, and I thought, well, I'd like to have that back. I didn't have a copy of it or anything, so I took it from his channel, put it on my channel. He flagged my channel down.
Of your own videos?
Yes, sir. That's right.
Now that's pretty low. Yeah, that's low grade there, lowbrow.
I'm trying to tell you, that's who this guy is. A lot of people don't know who he is. They don't get it. And I'm going to be straight up, man. He lies about Smokey. He says stuff that's not true. Pisses me off.
Wait, so you uploaded a video, and then he put it on his channel. You lost your original copy, so you just, got it from him because it was yours originally.
Right.
And he flagged you for it, or he did something to...
Yeah, he flagged me for like 3 videos. It was enough that I took back that it shut down my channel. And so then Rob helped me get it back. Rob Reed. But
did he have like an actual case? I mean, I guess.
Yeah, because he changed them around. It was his own creative work, and so by my taking him back with the video shaking around and lines thrown through it and that kind of thing, his claim was that I stole his content.
Wow.
His artwork.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's.
Well, I'm curious. That's kind of bullcrap this dude pulls. And like I was saying with Smokey, he'll present things that aren't true. Instead of just actually complaining about what he's upset about, which plenty of people are, he doesn't need the other crap that he makes up. He can just be honest. Right. Man, he's no different than Thick Shades. I mean, and then, yeah, obviously, no different than Smokey. Not very low. About the same.
So,
in my opinion.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I just think they're very similar. I don't see a lot of difference. He has channels full of just making fun of people. You go look at him. Just video after video after video, just making fun of people. Not even legitimate complaints. I'm not going to say there aren't any, but he's overridden with just mocking and laughing at people.
I
done it for years.
I will say I hate it anytime somebody would rather mock the person as opposed to address the argument. But I guess that's just what trolls do. I'm not saying he's a troll, but just in general, that's what trolls do.
I don't think he's the father of trolls. He's like, he's the devil himself. No.
Yeah, don't sleep on Vekkie. I think if any of you have any type of issues with Vekkie, you might as well just assume from that moment on that he has access to some sort of personal information of yours. That means if you got a Facebook, that means if you got if any videos where you've ever showing your face or revealed something personal about yourself, whether it's about where you live or what you do for anything of that sort. Let's say it's an old video that you have in your channel and you totally forgot about it. It's like 10 years old, but yet you still haven't posted. Vekkie is the type of person, as vindictive as he is, claims that he has the Holy Spirit. That's questionable. He will do everything that he can to, and he'll do it arbitrarily too. It doesn't mean he doesn't do it to try to expose any type of sin in your life, to show, oh, look, Vekkie's playing with kids. Look, we got evidence of him touching kids the wrong way, something like that. No, he won't do it.
Right.
He'll just do it because he's completely petty. And that's how petty he is with what he does. Okay. So again, like, for example, I believe that the majority of Christians in this room, right, if you guys caught me doing something wrong, right, and you saw me justify it maybe 10 years ago and I still haven't repented of it, you would probably, if God revealed that to you, you would have every right to say, hey, Vekkie, man, what about this that you did back in 2004 or whatever? How come you haven't repented of that yet? You would be well in your rights in doing that, okay? But that's not what Vekkie does. What Vekkie does is he just looks for this information just so that he can let you know that he has access to this information and therefore try to either intimidate you in some way or just out of pettiness.
And you know what? If he can't do that, he'll just make crap up. And he'll just mock and laugh at you and stuff. And it's like ridiculous.
That's why. So either fear Vekkie, or just make sure that you don't have any personal information that he can get access to.
Oh my gosh! You know what's weird, man? You guys gotta be kidding me. Raw's over here on the side, and I don't mean to get correct, but he's like, you and Bruce are doing the same thing right now. Back all. And then I get down here and I look in the comment, and of all things, Raw, the Bible expert, says PMARS is right. It's like, what the heck, dude?
What is PMARS right about, Raw?
I don't know. All I know is Raw is.
What is wrong with this Raw dude, man?
You know why Raw hates this right now?
This guy constantly lectures me when I used to pop up into Andy's room.
Yeah,
about doing the same stuff and then he contradicts himself by doing exactly the thing that he's accusing me of.
He's mad at me because I'm tired of thick shades, and especially when he went after you. I'm kind of like, this. I'm not gonna. I don't know what it was. Like
the thing about.
I love you, Vekkie. He says that to me all the time, but then he turns right around and just does a flip flop and says some really, really stupid stuff.
Well, if
I don't know what's going on with this dude, man.
What do you want me to do? Raw, you want me to turn the other cheek if PMARS is right so I offend you? I mean, I don't know. What do you want?
Then he says, why don't you and Vekkie do what the Bible says? What are you talking about? What are we doing that's not contrary to what the Bible says?
I recognize that thick shades didn't change. That's what pisses Raw off. Raw was also happy. He loved me like a month ago. And then when Thick Shades is attacking people and lying about people, including Smokey, when I don't go with it because whoever apparently went against Smokey had to go with Thick Shades. And if you don't,
I think he's scared of Thick Shades.
I
think he's scared of Thick Shades. That's what I think.
Yeah, it's like, well, no, man, he's against Smokey, so he has to be right. Bull crap.
Yeah.
And so now Raw is turned on me because I won't worship Thick Shades. Like, excuse me. I'm of the devil now again.
What
So was that an answer to raw nakedness?
Let's just
Raw.
Any real problems. I can't prove who this is, but I'd ask you to just wonder and question who would come up with a name like Johnny, Judas, the Floor, and then say you were letting the gossipers run your mind again, Grace. Who would do that?
Probably PMARS.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, it could be
PMARS.
PMARS.
That's not a PMARS, but why would PMARS?
I don't think PMARS wouldn't do that unless his current account was already hidden.
Oh, you're saying it's Vekkie. Okay, you're saying
look
it's
at
Vekkie.
the word the gossipers. Like, look who's the word. Who would attack Ryan? Who would use?
Yeah, that sounds like something Vekkie would do too.
I can't prove
It could
it.
be
I'm just
Bill.
saying. I'm just
Bill
saying.
does too. Watch out for that guy.
Yeah. Yeah, I actually liked Bill, but he's been acting kind of shady towards me as well. I've given him nothing but compliments. I've never attacked him. I never attacked him. I actually like the guy, but lately he's just been siding with Vekkie and just attacking me as well. I've never said anything negative towards Bill or about Bill.
Talking to you about what?
Exactly. I don't know. I mean, Bill, I don't have any theological disagreements with him except for, the Reformed view, which is not an essential, but we both agree on the Trinity. We both agree on, once saved, always saved, eternal security. We agree on a lot of things, but for some reason, because of his allegiance to Vekkie, he's got and his hatred for Smokey, all because I go to Smokey's room on occasion. All of a sudden, I'm one of the Smokey boys. I'm congratulating the things that Smokey does.
Boys.
Yeah. That's.
That sounds like a good. That sounds like a good trademark. Smokey Boys.
Yeah, cue the music, Bruce. Yeah, Smokey Boys. That sounds like a blue.
So you openly admit to associating with revilers, huh?
Yep. Yeah, I go to his room, just like I'm in this room, just like I go to G-Man's room, just like I go to an atheist room. I'll go to anybody's room who's opening it up for open discussion.
Yeah, I give you props for that, Vekkie, because I'm kind of similar. Like, I will go to anyone's room as long as it's as long as they're not being douchebags to me. I'll go to the room.
I like this one.
Yeah, if Vekkie invites me to his room, I'll go in there just for entertainment purposes only, because I know I'm not going to be able to reach him with anything really intellectual. But
Johnny Judas says that Dick Shades doesn't have hatred for Smokey. However, though, if he sees him as a hater of God, he doesn't have to love him.
No, I think Johnny Judas. I think that is. That's definitely Vekkie, because you know who he calls Johnny? He keeps referring to Ryan as Johnny.
I know that.
Yeah. So that's
he's obsessed with Ryan too. Even though that I'm not happy thrilled with Ryan right now, he's way too obsessed with him too.
I'm obsessed with Ryan.
This is what Vekkie does, man. This is how, again, listen, if you got personal information out there that you don't want Vekkie to get involved, access to, then be nice to him and just keep your distance from him. Don't get into any beef with him. But see, I don't have anything to hide. So that's why I'm not worried about it. I mean, I already told people about my, situation with me having run-ins with the police. And yeah, I mean, if people really wanted to, they could probably find some, personal information on me on Facebook, if they want to, But that's about it. You're not going to find anything else. You're not going to find any dirt. You're not going to find me in cahoots with Matt Bell.
Well, I want you to know this much, Mr. Vekkie, as it said here.
Wait, hold on.
Read the Bible. More importantly, you need to do what Jesus taught us to do.
I was going to.
Isn't it funny, because these same individuals, see, again, remember we were talking about hypocrisy, right? These same individuals are doing the same exact thing in Andy's room.
I want to know.
And just recently, Vekkie just did it in a couple of his live streams. Go to his channel. You'll see it.
I want to know what specifically what did Jesus say in the context of Raw's comment?
Well, it's different though, because depending on the realm you're in, like if you're in this realm or that, in relation to Mandela effect, of course, then it might say one thing or another. I mean, that's how the Bible's written. Depending on where you're at, and what realm you're in, and such. Really, it's all about the realms. And so
don't be dissing on those who can see just because you can't.
That's another point.
The problem with that view is it's unfalsifiable.
In the land of the blind, the one-eyed man is king.
It is unbelievable, though. My problem with Dick Shades is he
would you support something like it doesn't make sense? Why would you support somebody that every time you enter into his room, you are immediately mocked?
Right, exactly. I'm not going to do that. And I don't like seeing other people have that happen to them. It's wrong. But
what's so funny is somebody that's a retard level intelligence.
Not Ryan, but Johnny. I don't know who that is.
I was curious.
Ryan.
So.
It's probably
This
Vekkie.
is the praise.
Oh, okay.
I recognize that voice.
Hey, what's up, Gore?
Yeah, they were talking some mean crap about you.
Yeah, I was in a maths hangout, and then some person just that put me in the side note, and someone was doing whatever crap. So I thought I was jumping a little bit.
Who are you? I don't.
Sam.
I'm Vekkie, as they say.
Oh, thick shades. Okay.
Yeah. Nice to meet
The one
you.
that Christians fear the most.
Yeah, I mean, we talked last night. I haven't talked to you enough to like really recognize your voice.
Oh yeah,
Hey,
that's fine.
You better be nice to him.
I'll be right back.
I'm
Why
not that
did you
important
flag
anyway.
down-
You better
Why did you
be nice
flag
to
down
him.
unclean
He'll Photoshop a picture of your face.
Yeah. Why did you?
So I
flag
shouldn't
down-
tell him that his profile picture looks dumb.
I gotta fix myself.
that looks like a Mario. I hope.
It actually does. kind of look like Mario.
He's suffering from infirmity.
Why did you flag down unclean Sam?
I'm sorry. What was that, Brucey?
Why did you hate Vekkie? Why did
I don't. Your audio is really terrible, Brucey.
Yeah, your audio. Yeah, your mic.
Your
is
audio
pretty bad.
sucks,
I
Brucey.
didn't know if that was just
still
me.
bad now? Still
Yeah, I
bad.
Yeah,
think so.
it's better now.
What
Okay,
were you saying?
Why did you flag down unclean Sam?
Unclean Sam? What do you mean, unclean Sam?
Why did you flag that channel? Don't lie.
What channel?
Don't lie.
What channel are you talking about?
Unclean Sam. Why did you flag it?
Unclean Sam? I don't know who Unclean Sam is.
You don't.
No, who's Unclean Sam?
Would you have to know them to flag their channels?
You did.
My other channel is Uncle Sam. Well,
Okay.
I
Right.
don't know what you're talking about. How can I flag my own?
No. Another thing, you accuse Smokey with Jesse Lee.
Anyway, I don't
No,
think
no,
it's
don't
any
get
of your
afraid.
business,
You're afraid
Brucey.
to
I
talk,
mean,
aren't
I think you are actually. So
bullshit.
please,
Come on.
I think
come on,
that
come
you're
on,
like
man.
raising
Talk.
contention, and I think
No,
you should mind your own business and
no,
stop
no,
minding none
no.
of your business.
No, you accuse Smokey of something.
I don't understand why you're so much into Smokey and whatever.
Why? Because you have
I'm not here to talk
videos
about
on your
Smokey,
channel,
but
not
I think you should mind your own business,
And
Brucey.
now you have Ryan's picture and Ryan's real name. So come on. Why
Anyone
would
can
Smokey-
use anyone's
you
picture.
accuse Smokey?
You also use my picture and
why-
like impersonate. So like, what? Why are you accusing me of the
When did I
same
use
thing that
your
you
picture?
do?
When did I use
You
your
know,
picture?
well, you have like tons of
Okay,
socks.
look, guys,
So
both of
please
you are
stop-
cutting
please
each other
stop,
off a
Brucey.
lot.
I'd like to answer you to answer
Please
the simple
stop,
question
Brucey. Why are you
about
like all
falsely
mad?
accusing
Please stop.
Smokey.
Look,
So
just
anyway,
make
mind your own
short,
business,
concise
Brucey.
points and respond to them, and stop over talking each other.
Yeah, I'd like you to
Exactly.
just simply answer about falsely accusing Smokey.
No, I'm just. I just
Falsely.
gave an answer.
Okay.
Hey, Ron, thanks for coming in, man.
Hey,
Hey,
brother
what's up,
Ron,
Bruce?
how are you?
I'm doing all right.
Let me
man.
just address what Brucey said. Brucey, mind your own stupid business. That's
No,
all
you
I
made
gotta
the
say.
video for the public to see.
I don't know,
Lied
man. Then
about
go and make a comment there. I don't know
No,
why you want to
I'm
make
addressing
into
you
your
now.
business here.
And I would like you to answer it. Why you
And-
falsely
I mean,
accusing?
there you go.
God, Bruce. Really,
What an
man?
old, what an
Ten-
old lady.
I don't know. Maybe you
10
guys
years-
should have this conversation,
I know,
somewhere else,
exactly.
and we can get back
10
to.
years of
Yeah,
trolling. Oh, my
Well,
God.
apparently, honesty doesn't mean anything, does it? It's okay to lie about people. That's the
Lie about
problem.
what?
Both of
Nothing but accusation. Hey, mind your own business, Brucey.
Yeah, well, you won't answer, will you?
He can't do
Why
that.
should I answer anything? Mind your own business.
Maybe you shouldn't make lying videos about people.
Well, you're the one lying, actually, even right now.
No, I'm not, because you won't
Yes.
even answer it.
Well,
Bruce,
why
how
should
many-
I
You
answer?
Lee Peterson, you lied about
Bruce, Bruce, how many of my hangouts did you used to troll?
I don't give a damn.
Come on, man. Let's be.
Well,
Let's.
You're
I know you
prick.
don't.
all the
That's
time.
the
This
whole.
guy.
That's the whole problem.
You're
You
a
don't.
freaking prick, Ross.
And you come in here and try to
You
cause
love telling
division.
people they're going to hell and everything. You got off on
Yeah,
that.
well, I did do that. That's
Yeah,
right.
you did.
I
So
did.
knock it off now.
Wait, okay, so hold
I
on.
did.
So Rob, did I meet you on Nephilim Freeze channel? Are you Bob?
I don't know you, Beckel. Same goes for you, man. You need to get back to Christ, brother.
Maybe
You need
Sam
to
shouldn't
stop.
have
I think
falsely.
you need to get back to Christ
Wait.
because of the fact that
Oh,
you're justifying
wow,
many of the
wow.
petty things
Wow.
that
Wow.
Yeah,
See what
wow.
happens,
Wait,
Frank?
wait,
See what
hey,
happens
guys,
if you
guys,
let this
I
nonsense
just
and the
wanna-
fact that you're simply justifying some of the horrible stuff that's being
Listen, man.
touted
Listen.
in some of Andy's
You've
rooms.
been trolling
So before
Bill
you
and
want
hanging
to talk
out.
to me,
You
before you
want to
talk to
overtalk
me,
me again.
okay,
You
because
get that from
you're
Smokey,
being
dude.
very
Stop.
dishonest.
You get that
Raw.
from Smokey. Don't you
Raw,
realize
Raw,
that?
you're being very dishonest, and you
I'm
refuse to
gonna
practice Matthew
disfellowship
18.
with you.
Why do you
okay?
guys not have
so you know.
So you're
common
being
respect for
dishonest,
one
Rob.
another
Yeah,
to
You're
let
you're
each
not
other
a Christian,
dishonest.
brother.
You're
You're
being
not a
very. Don't call me
Christian.
brother because you don't believe that I am.
That's
So-
right.
So
You're
so-
not.
So
You're not my
and you're
brother.
not saved either. So you need to come.
Okay,
get
great.
Right with
Nobody's
God,
saved.
get
And
right
now
with
you're
God.
God.
And if you want to get right with God, you would
Brother,
demonstrate
brother.
that by practicing Matthew 18 and
Well,
approaching me in
okay.
private about
The
it.
devil
Okay?
can quote scripture
So
too.
yeah, of course.
Listen,
That's why you're
of course
practicing.
he
That's why
can.
you quote it very well.
And that's why you support
Yeah.
Smokey, isn't it?
That's why you quote it very well. And you support
Yeah.
Thickie.
Well,
And you support Thickie.
Oh, you're throwing
Well,
out some
well,
like really
Vekkie-
harsh
Vekkie-
You
accusations.
support
out of
Vekkie's my
nowhere.
brother.
Okay,
I'm not-
I can give it back to you too. You support
And
Thickie.
speaking of Matthew 18, you should be
support
the one
Vekkie.
practicing it, rather than
Exactly.
just going
He's
all
God,
over the place.
apparently.
So I
And
give
Vekkie, you
authority
have a
to
problem,
Bob
come to
to
me.
take
Because-
over. Bob,
look-
you can take over if you want.
Yeah, look at this Dick Shade's channel. Look at his channel. Look at Uncle Sam's channel. All his
I'll be
channels.
right back.
I want to ask.
All
I want
right.
to ask Ross something.
Yeah,
So
go.
Rob,
Beckel, stop looking at other people, brother. I don't know you. Okay, hold on a second.
well, I think you might. And I
I
wanted to
think
check.
I think I want to talk to Beckel. Is that okay?
No, I think we're done.
Just
I think we're
just
done
get-
here because you don't want to
Hey,
Yeah,
practice.
you are
Vekkie,
done.
Vekkie,
don't
I'm
act
run
like
your own
fellowshipping
channel.
with you, and
No,
you need to
we're
repent.
done, Raw. We're done, Raw, because you don't want to act like a Christian
Yeah,
and
yeah,
approach
yeah.
me in a
You know what?
in a
I'm
brotherly
talking
manner.
guys
about
nuts.
not
You know what,
acting
brother?
like
So-
a Christian.
You know,
Look,
go
Rob,
for
is
it.
your name Bob or Robert?
Yeah, of course it is.
Yeah.
Dude,
Robert
I met-
Allen Williamson.
I met I
Great,
met you on
great. I'm
Nephilim
sorry,
Freeze
I'm an old-
channel. Remember?
I'm an old guy, man. I'm an old guy. I don't remember
Yeah,
thousands of people on YouTube.
Yeah, and he thinks because
Beckel,
of his age,
Beckel,
therefore he has
Beckel,
the right to
Beckel,
say
shut
all
up.
these false things.
Really?
Beckel,
God,
shut up.
He gets this from Smokey. I'm telling you, there's a
No, I don't get that
backing
from
him
Smoke.
because
I've
then
always
he's
acted
going to
like
want to
this.
defend
infecting
himself.
the
guys.
whole community.
So see, he's lying. He's constantly lying.
Who's lying?
You.
You're calling me a liar?
Yes, I am calling you a liar.
Brother, you
Okay,
better
hold
be
on.
careful and back that truck up.
Yes, I will say
Hold
to
on.
your face, turn
Back
your
that
camera
truck.
on.
No, I mean back that
Vekkie,
truck
can you be
up.
quiet so that Bob can talk, please?
Yes.
Wait, which Bob?
Okay. What? Don't unmute
Real
yourself.
Bob? Well, I would like Bob to talk, but Raw just keeps throwing out these accusations.
You're still talking, right? So
Okay, go ahead, talk.
when you talk, then Raw wants to respond to what you said about him, and then when Raw talks, you want to
see,
respond.
there you go
to
blaming me again. I'm responding to what he said to me.
I'm saying both.
You know what?
I'm
Bye-bye.
saying
I'm
both
so
of
sick
you.
and tired of this bad guy stuff. You're always blaming me for this stuff.
What are you
See you later.
talking
I come
about?
into the
I said
room,
both
minding
of
my
you
own
guys are
business.
doing
See you,
it.
Smokey Lover.
Actually,
Bye.
I come into the room minding my own business, having a great discussion, but then the moment somebody attacks me and I respond, all of a sudden I'm the bad guy. You do this to me all the
That's
time,
not
Bob.
what I said. That's not what I said.
You are the
every
bad guy,
single
Beckel.
time.
Thick shades
Oh,
and
okay,
raw.
stop it,
Bob,
Bob.
you do this to me all the time, Bob. I'm sick
No,
of
I
it.
don't. No,
Bruce,
I'm
you're
saying
a
both of you guys are doing it
Stop
to
you all the time, Bob.
both of you guys are doing it to each other.
And you know it.
Shut
You
up.
both
You,
Gavin. Nobody's
do you
talking
really
to
not understand this? Are
Stop
you
your
so-
whining, Vickle. It's
Shut
not
up.
manly.
Shut up, Gavin. Nobody's talking to you. Bob, you gonna
Beckel, go burn somebody else at the stake. I'm
Yeah,
tired.
telling Ahmad to shut up is.
Wait, can Vekkie just say his piece and then whoever can respond? Just
No,
like
because
10
it
seconds.
won't end. There's dissension, and it's not going to go away.
They
I-
were
but
both
Rob-
on the side chat giving them crap. and saying bad things about him. Vekkie didn't do anything wrong, man. I mean, do you realize what they said about him? They tried to tie him together.
I didn't say Vekkie did anything wrong. I said that when he says something about Ra wants to respond to what Vekkie said, and then when Ra says something about Vekkie, or vice versa, right? And then it'll never end. I didn't say anybody did anything wrong. I just said that what they were doing was in this endless circle that was never going to end.
Well, but it was pretty uncool to make a video about Vekkie showing pictures of whatever that Pedo guy's name was, whatever the heck is.
I don't know anything about that.
I didn't see anything wrong with that.
Why?
I just wanted
Me neither. I didn't see
Because it
anything
was
wrong
the
with
truth.
Yes, because you did it, Sam. You made
Well,
the
I
video
don't see
showing
anything
him-
wrong with it. What was
Okay.
wrong with it, Brucey? Hey, Brucey, what was wrong with it?
Okay,
Now
look,
he's gonna
man,
falsely
you
accuse
never
you.
stop. People say that you learned it from smoking.
What was wrong
You-
with it, Brucey? Can you
Okay.
answer the question? And
I
if you
wanted-
cannot answer,
I-
then mind your own business. What's wrong with you, Brucey?
Don't call me Brucey for one thing, and can I
Your
answer?
name is Brucey, man. What the heck?
his name's Bruce.
Can I answer?
Yeah, well, Brucey, you call me
Can I
Vekkie, so
answer?
what's wrong?
Look, I believe.
Okay, then both of you respect each other and address each other by the name. Well, then you can't demand respect from him if you don't respect him.
No, I don't. I can't respect him, honestly. I can't.
Well, then don't demand respect from him. You're not
Well,
going
We
to
get
get it.
that, Bruce.
I asked
We
him
understand
simply
that. That's
about
why I
lying
came in the
about
room.
Smokey, about lying about Smokey, and then and then he brings up, this issue here comes up. Matt Bell, that was the guy's name. He shows.
I don't know this stuff.
Okay, well, it's pretty damn nasty to show a picture of.
Go make a video if this is YouTube. Go make a video on your channel, man. What the heck? Why are you crying boohoo here?
Probably because your name came up and wondering about you. And
Well, you're the one who started gossiping, man.
You flagged
stop
my
that. Why you
channel,
keep
too.
stirring crap?
Dude,
Go and
wait
make a video. All
Wait a
right,
minute.
go and make a
You
video.
flagged my channel with my videos on it, correct?
Well,
Look at him.
obviously,
Look at
I
him.
let you reinstate it. Okay,
Look at
remember
him
that?
moving the
So, I
I
goalpost.
just
let
wanted-
you reinstate it.
I
Because
just
a
wanted to
lawyer got
remind.
involved.
I just
That's
wanted
all.
to see.
I don't
I
need a
wanted-
reminder of the last 10 years, Bruce. I really don't.
Well, it's
Yeah,
Paul.
exactly.
It's still going on. Nothing has changed.
I lived through it.
And nothing changed. He's lying about that.
Go
lot
make
of
a
things have
video.
changed.
Stop complaining. Mind your business. Go make a video. Okay,
A lot
Brucey?
of things have changed. I've changed. I
Mhm.
even apologized to you.
I don't care.
Remember?
I don't
Exactly.
really care.
That's
Does that
the
justify-
problem.
Does your,
Why,
That's the
why
problem.
would you? What is wrong with you people?
how does your apology cover thick shades lying about someone?
I wasn't
What does that
talking
have to
about
do with?
Thick Shades.
Okay, look. If somebody apologizes for something that they did, what does that have to do with something that somebody else did?
Right. It doesn't cover it. It doesn't cover thick shades lying about Smokey and Vekkie.
Okay,
That
then
I
what does
was
it
a
have
lie.
to
still
do?
don't know. I still don't know what I lied, actually.
That's a lie, Bruce. You're the liar.
How?
Look in the mirror and ask yourself this
No,
question.
no. I said how. Tell me where.
No,
I'm
yes. Ask yourself this question. Could I be wrong?
Sure, I do wrong. Where did I lie? Where?
Right
You have
then,
plenty of time to tell me.
when you accuse Thick Shades of being a liar.
How? Well, let me explain.
I've
Well,
heard
what did
all
I
of
even
your
lie?
explanations.
Can I explain?
But go
it?
ahead. For the
Okay.
benefit of everyone else, let's hear the lie again.
Yep, Bruce,
Okay.
explain what the lie is, or
He
whatever.
presented that Smokey on Jesse Lee Peterson's and said that Jesse Lee Peterson called him out. Okay, so maybe you could expound upon that, Sam, and tell me how that is actually accurate.
What did I lie, Brucey? Come on.
Because Jesse Lee Peterson did not call him out, if that is him at all, if that's him. We don't know.
What are you even talking about? What did I lie?
You made the video.
I wasn't talking about Jesse. I didn't ask
said
you
that
what Jesse lied.
You
What did I
said
lie,
that
Brucey?
Jesse Lee Peterson called him out. Now, you made the video. How can you forget what you said? You made a video calling him out.
Are you saying
Why-
that Jesse Lee Peterson didn't call him out?
No, he didn't call him out. That's a fact.
Okay, so
Nah,
like,
I disagree.
I mean, okay, yeah, I also disagree, but what makes
Because
you
what
think
you're
that
saying-
Jesse Lee
okay,
Peterson? Come on, man, let me finish.
go into detail.
What
Go
makes
ahead,
you
go
think
ahead,
that
Derek.
Jesse Lee Peterson didn't call him out?
Okay, I'll tell you why. Because Jesse Lee Peterson was saying that he was sinning. And the guy that we think might have been Smokey, that he said with breadcrumbs, maybe whatever the deal is, all that he said was in his mind, he might think a lustful thought or something like that. And Jesse Lee Peterson was pushing, saying, well, then you're in sin, you're lying. Or you're in sin, you're in sin. You can't be in sin.
Smokey actually admitted that he was sinning. So, and Jesse Lee Peterson confirmed that he was sinning. What was lying about it?
All that was said was simply that I may have thoughts that enter my mind. Okay, a thought may pass in my mind.
Right, he did mention that, and also he admitted that therefore he's sinning. So what was the lie, Brucey? Well, why do you accuse?
That it was sin. He was trying to point out that people have thoughts. They have this.
Having adulterous thoughts, having lustful thoughts.
Nobody
Those are sin, and Smokey admitted.
Thick, let him finish, and then respond.
Who makes it through a day
guys keep interrupting each other?
Wrong. Who makes it through one day without doing something wrong? You're not. That's not honest, Sam. That's my point. You're dishonest. You have plenty to call them out honest.
Did
Why
I
do you
even
have to make
lie?
up crap like that?
What did I even lie when I just simply pointed out that Jesse Lee Peterson was giving that, what as we call it, called him out when Josh actually, I'm sorry, when Smokey actually admitted to sinning. I mean, what was lie? Did I say that? Hold on, man. I let you finish. Did I say that Jay at that time was not singing when he himself admitted that he was having lustful thoughts that were therefore sinning, and that Peterson was actually pointing that out? What was my lie, Brucey?
Your lie is that if you're going to judge people for a thought that passes through their mind,
I didn't judge. It's the Peterson.
Wrong here, man.
I got to say something. Hold on. I sat in here and listened to you and Vekkie judge Thick Shades, and now you're saying he shouldn't judge.
To judge someone for a thought in their mind is ridiculous.
No. That's no.
I
didn't even judge.
I get a chance to speak.
Great.
Since we got some favoritism being clearly shown in there. So.
No, you just like talking over Vekkie. Go ahead.
Who's favoritism?
Vekkie has been quiet for a minute. Now,
Master
so
Bob.
talk.
Okay, Master Bob, Master Gavin. You guys let me know when I get a chance to speak.
I told you go ahead.
No. Okay, Vekkie, please read side chat. The private chat. Please read it.
Can I speak?
Of course.
Okay. First of all, I want to point out something that's a constant pattern here since particularly with both you and Gavin in particular, specifically Bob, that and some people in the side chat too. It seems like when I come into these rooms, I don't initiate any bouts with anyone. I come in here for the same reason that everyone else comes in here, so we can engage in conversation with the hope that it remains simple.
That's not true. You can't.
Okay, you gotta let him finish, dude.
Now, Bob, you gonna put him backstage?
You got to let Vekkie finish.
Bob, you gonna put him backstage?
No, he's lying.
Beta baby.
He didn't come in here to do that.
Okay, don't unmute yourself. Don't unmute yourself.
Yeah, you notice how he doesn't put the other.
Don't start jabbing at him. That's not fair. You don't jab at somebody when they're down.
Praise. This is what I'm talking about right here. Right now, Praise, is that offer still up for people to pay to become an admin?
Absolutely, yeah.
I might consider it. Because both Gavin and Bob, in particular, not anyone else, just these two in particular. Whenever the room gets chaotic, okay, who do they point out first to silence? It's me.
You started all this. In the side chat.
Who do they immediately resort to attacking?
Think you can just hold on?
Who's at the fault of everything?
I've been quiet.
Now here we have
something.
Bobby. You gonna put him backstage? No, of course not.
I'm
maybe it's a
thinking
racial
about
thing. I don't know. It may not be a racial thing, or maybe it's a Calvinist thing. I don't know. But you're definitely not doing to Raw what you always do to me, both you and Gavin, when you have this kind of power.
I didn't
You
kick
always
you.
put it on me because maybe it's because I'm the alleged Calvinist. You always
Wine,
say, well,
Vekkie, that is so unmanly. You should not whine because I'll have to give you
no.
a box
It's not
of tissues.
whining. I'm just pointing out.
I'll have to give you a box of tissues for your issues.
I'm just pointing out
some hemorrhoid cream.
The reason why you're talking over me is
and also some tear-free shampoo to stop your tears.
You've been questioning about
me?
Abuse of your authority in these rooms on multiple occasions, Gavin, and you're doing it right now. You're doing it right now. Okay, you're doing it right now. Okay, you constantly keep taking advantage of your authority in this room because you know that you can. You know that you
disadvantaged. Are you disadvantaged, Vekkie?
It's okay for people to say
what they want against me. Vekkie, are you disadvantaged?
Well, in a way, I am because
let's let Vekkie.
Yeah, you know, I'm okay, whatever.
I'm saying let's let you finish, Vekkie.
Well, all I'm simply saying, I'm pointing out the fact, and this is an ongoing pattern. We can see this. Just go back to any room where praise is opening up a room, and I'm there, and the two of you, either one of you, are in this room, and it starts to get chaotic with other people in the room. The first person that you guys target is me. The first person that you either want to silence or criticize is me. You do this all the time. You don't do it to anybody else. Raw was over talking me. I don't see you putting him backstage. I don't see you silencing him, but you're very quick to do that to me.
Actually, okay. I did. I muted you.
And let me say one other thing too. Praise knows that I'm right because this is one of the reasons why he took Gavin's authority away for.
Well, yes, Vekkie, you're so obsessed with being right. Aren't you?
It's
You're
true.
so obsessed with being right.
Vekkie,
how about being obsessed?
And now,
Vekkie, how about being obsessed?
And now Raw is
being
coming
good,
in here.
Vekkie?
He was
Have you ever thought about being obsessed
and now
with
Raw
being
is
good
coming in
instead
here
of being right?
I'm the one that started all this mess. This is exactly what
Vekkie,
all of you guys
would you rather
do.
be obsessed with being good?
You know,
would you rather be obsessed with being right?
I didn't start anything. I came in there having a conversation with everybody. You don't say anything to anybody else.
Wine. Do you want some cheese with that?
Well, you can call it whining if you want. Wine. The fact of the matter is that I'm pointing out the fact.
The fact of the matter is, do you want some cheese with that wine?
Yeah, I got you cheese for you, you hairy ass tenderfiddle.
Mocking him is not helpful.
I hope you bring some cheese to the debate, Vekkie, because you'll be needing it for all the whining.
Shut up and go learn to speak English, man. You see? Now watch.
All right,
now watch. He's going to put me backstage because
thanks for the
actually, I'll bring some cheese, Vekkie. I'll bring some cheese for your whining. Okay? How does that sound? I'll bring some cheese for the wine. I'm anticipating the wine already. Oh, praise! Oh, praise! Look how he's talking to me. Oh, it's not fair. It's not fair. I'm disadvantaged.
Mocking somebody is not going to get them to listen to you.
Right?
Mocking somebody is not going to get them to listen to you.
Yeah, exactly, Praise. Exactly, Gavin. So you want people to hear you out? Stop the jabbing. Stop the attacks.
Vekkie, can I've had this
dude,
experience.
You got the power. You can say whatever you want, man. I mean, because if I oppose it, what are you going to do? You're going to kick me out. You're going to silence me. You're going to put me back.
I've never kicked you or silenced you for disagreeing with me.
But I didn't say that. I'm saying that I'm the first person you target whenever things get out of hand in these rooms. That's what you do.
Right, and that's I don't know. And to be fair,
I think there's a good reason for that.
Well, no.
Actually, no. I think there is a good reason for that.
Well, was
the reason why you usually get silenced first, Vekkie, is because you're the one who has the most to say.
I think the reason why you get silenced and you get your admin taken away from you is because you usually abuse your authority that's been given to you by grace.
Nice start.
As my admin been taken away from me.
No, it has been a couple of times though. You know that. Everybody knows that.
Yeah, whoopie-doo. So what?
Okay, so I'm just pointing that out.
No, you're pointing that out to try and get cheap shots, Vekkie.
Well, Gavin, I don't think he is. I think he's trying to make a valid point.
It is a valid point.
Gavin, what is your disagreement with Vekkie? Like, what do you and Vekkie disagree on? Like,
oh, dude, this dude constantly attacks me. Like, even when he's not in the room and he sees me having I give you a perfect example. There was a discussion that I had with somebody. I was as cordial as possible, right? With this other person I was disagreeing with. But yet, what is Gavin doing on the side chat with Cheryl and Janet and stuff? He's like stirring up strife between them and me by saying, "Oh, what is Vekkie talking about right now? Is he following the Holy Spirit? Is he causing strife? Huh?" You know, and the conversation was completely calm.
Why are you making fun of my accent?
Actually, I like the accent.
I think.
Why are you making fun of my accent?
I'm not. I like the accent. I'm just
I like your accent.
But why are you making fun of it? Why are you making fun of it?
Imitation is the greatest form of flattery.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's kind of really like junior high school.
How about some cheese for that wine? Cheese for that wine. Anyway,
I thought it was a legitimate question. Why are you making fun of my accent?
Vekkie, you should have used the accent when you said that.
How about some cheese with your wine there? That's right.
So why are you making fun of my accent? Is it the best you've got? Is that the best you've got?
Give it to Vekkie, eh?
If that's the best you've got, Vekkie, think really seriously about that debate.
Are you saying yourself? Are you speaking to a mirror right now when you say that? Because the way that debate you had with SFT, oh my gosh, that was a dog's lunch on your side. Terrible.
Yeah, you keep saying that, Vekkie.
You believe that Cain lost that Lucifer lost his salvation? Really? Lucifer lost his salvation? That's what you said in the debate.
Well, presumably Lucifer was in good terms with God at some point, right?
But he didn't have salvation. There's nothing in the text in any way, shape, or form that asserts that any of the angels had salvation. Do you know what the term salvation means?
Well, sure.
Yeah, I do. In this context, it means not fallen.
Yeah.
No. The way the term salvation, there's no text anywhere where the term salvation is used in reference to the angels. I'm sorry, it's just not there. You have to make that up.
Okay,
sure. Well, yeah, there is.
No, there isn't.
Salvation's not for angels.
There is no salvation for angels. I'm sorry, it's not there.
Well, okay, but can we agree that when we talk about salvation, what that means is that we're now in a good standing with God?
Well, yeah, salvation can have two contexts. You could talk about salvation in the temporal sense or in the eternal sense.
On your view, if Satan had not sinned, would he be alive forever with God?
Not in the spiritual sense, no.
All right, I want to go back.
He wouldn't be alive forever.
No, because we're made alive. Those of us who put our faith and trust in Jesus Christ, we're made alive now.
Okay,
so
that's because we sin.
That's not immortality. That's not immortality, though.
Can we go back to
no one's saying that's immortality.
Let's not go back.
Somebody gonna go backstage, Bob? What are you gonna do about it? They talking over me,
dude. Everybody's talking over everybody.
Oh, how many people you gonna put backstage, Bob?
I didn't put anybody backstage.
You did me.
No, Gavin put you backstage because you told him to shut up.
Oh, so why don't you put Gavin backstage then?
But he's an admin on the. What do you want me to do, man?
I want you to put him backstage.
All right, fine. I'm putting you backstage.
Gavin, can you put everybody else backstage who overtalks over another person?
You know, Gavin can just add himself back, right?
Well, it's the thought that counts.
You guys are hilarious.
So, Vekkie, you still think I'm not a Christian?
Rod, that's not my place. I'm not God.
Then why did you say it?
Because
Why
you
would
said
you
it
think
about me.
that? Like I haven't.
Because
Okay,
you said it
so
about
Raw
me.
probably doesn't.
Bob,
Raw
why
apparently.
are you getting into this conversation?
Why not?
Well,
I mean, when people are questioning somebody's salvation, I mean.
Well, why don't you let them have a conversation? We can see what they're talking about before you interrupt.
Oh well, I mean, I kind of have.
So he had to put himself.
I have talked to Raw before a couple times, and I would like for him to remember me, but I understand if he doesn't.
Why? You think you were interrupting will have jog his memory, or?
All right, my bad.
Just let them talk.
This is becoming an even more toxic.
Go ahead, Vekkie.
Listen, like I say all the time, I don't know who's who. Okay, you can have the most orthodox sayings in the world. It doesn't mean that you actually belong to God. It's just, it could be at the very least circumstantial evidence that you belong to Christ. But we've seen, people who profess to be of Christ, and
I understand. So
yeah,
you're judging me based on the things that I say.
Well, I'm not saying that you're not a Christian. I'm basing. I believe Christians could be in error. So
I think,
if you are a Christian,
no, don't get me wrong. I think you should judge me according to the things that come out of my mouth.
Well, in an ecclesiastical setting, yes. Like for example,
let's not hide behind that.
No. Listen, no.
We're here. We're here. We're the church. Okay, the box on the corner is where the church sometimes assembles in our modern day and age, right? At the beginning, I was almost done, but go ahead.
Okay. Well, I was actually in the middle of saying something, but go ahead. Go ahead. I'll let you finish.
What I was going to say now, but go ahead.
When I say ecclesiastical setting, I'm talking about an actual dedicated setting, such as the church that I'm going to tomorrow. Okay, great. But we're talking about YouTube here. Okay, in this room right now, we have a mixture of different.
Okay, stop. Let's take it a step at a time. If we're going to understand one another, we need to slow it down. Wouldn't you agree? So let's be civil. Okay. If I say I love you because Christ commands me to love you, enemy or not, brother or not, I love you.
Okay. Come on, stop this, man.
So, Raw, can I interrupt though? See, what you're about to do, Raw, you're about to make an equivocation. Raw, you're about to make an equivocation. I have to interrupt. See.
Now
just because I'm a Christian.
No. I'm done.
Hold on.
No, because this is what Raw does. Raw says a whole bunch of things.
You're about to make an equivocation.
Raw makes a whole bunch of.
Okay. Apparently, Vekkie can see the future.
Yeah, better than your God that you worship. Open theist.
Wow.
If you say you love me, right, and then you say I'm unsubbing from you because you were unhappy with Dick Shades, you're doing this or you're doing that.
Bruce,
you're being bad. You're a bad person.
Yeah, that doesn't mean I don't love you.
That you're not a Christian. I'm saying.
Did someone mention my name?
All I'm saying is that
I thought this was between.
I love you.
Look, telling me that you love me doesn't prove that you're a Christian. It doesn't prove that I'm a Christian.
You ring.
Okay, it just proves that you have a love for me, and I appreciate that. Okay, but we're talking about the distinction between a corporate setting, what the Bible determines how you do, what a Christian is, and versus how a Christian behaves.
Oh my God!
And I don't understand where you're getting at. Like, listen,
I know you don't, and you won't let me finish the sentence to explain it.
Okay, Raw, I'll wrap it up. I promise I'll yield after this. All I'm saying is this: I don't know if you're actually one of God's elect or not. Okay, I don't know that, but I can take your word for it in the ecclesiastical setting. Okay, you can tell me that you're a believer, and you can say all the right things, and therefore I have no choice but to assume that that's the case with you. Okay. But that doesn't mean that you actually are. And therefore, I cannot simply tell you that you're not saved or that you. I'm making a distinction between ecclesiastical authority, okay, and just loving other people Those are two separate things. Okay, all Christians are obligated to love everyone to the best of their ability. What we're not obligated to do, though, is in an ecclesiastical setting, in a church setting. Just because I love Aaronik, that doesn't mean that I'm going to make him a pastor or the leader of Sunday school because he has some heretical views. He can still come to church, but he's just going to sit in the pew.
You've gone. All right, this has gone way out.
Okay, now I'm sorry that nobody likes that, but that's
no.
I mean, that makes sense. At least it makes sense.
No, he's using the church as a straw man. Listen,
that
box on the corner that you go to tomorrow, is that the church?
You're not listening. Oh my gosh. Wow.
Is that the church, Vekkie?
Wow, you're not listening.
Well, he may have a point that you don't see.
Hey,
answer
Robert.
his question and see where it goes.
Well,
you guys have got to give this to each other.
Okay, what box are you talking about? You talking about here on YouTube?
The building. The building you're going to go to tomorrow.
No, that's okay. That's a completely different topic, but no, that's not.
Well, you keep saying go to church.
Yes, tomorrow. I said no.
And
I said
ecclesiastically, are we gathered together? Are we assembled? Are some of us?
Are you asking me questions? Are you asking me rhetorical questions?
Yes, I'm trying to make a point.
Okay.
You constantly.
Okay. Well, let me know when you're done because you're making a lot of false claims.
I will. Wow, you accuse me before I even say it. Don't you hear what comes out of your mouth?
But that's what you're doing to me, Ron. You're doing the same to me.
That's because you're
Why don't you just answer his question, Vekkie? Why don't you just answer his question?
I want to answer his question. I already know what he's asking before he can.
And he wants to cut him off with the past.
Church,
and he's not always right about
now. We are in church right now.
Okay, Ron, can I respond?
It may be over the internet. It may be on YouTube.
No.
We are all gathered in his name.
No. Guess what? Ron, it's a building that's not.
See, you see what I'm talking about? He doesn't listen.
We are, the church is living stones, my friend.
All right.
We are the church.
But hey, Robert, in all fairness, that can be true, but Vekkie has a view of the local assembly where these brothers and sisters, are in person in their lives, in their everyday lives that they communicate with. They've covenanted with each other and they rule with each other within that local representation of this universal body of Christ. Now, why can't you understand that and give Vekkie that?
I don't have a problem with that. I have a problem with him coming here.
I mean, does that represent you fairly, Vekkie?
To another assembly of Christians and railing with accusations such as me not being saved.
But Rob, you don't have any authority to make that claim. Sorry, Rob.
Am I mic working or am I not?
You don't need to be sorry. You don't have any authority over me.
I hear you, Bruce.
Yeah,
and neither do you.
I worship God, not you.
Good, then keep worshiping Him and stop trying to be God.
Can I ask you something? You addressed me earlier, and I
You
apologize.
need to take that advice.
I wanted to ask.
You really do. You need to listen to your own advice.
I keep trying to talk. Are you purposely?
Bruce has been quiet for a while.
You're not. No, you're not. Bruce,
you can't even be quiet. You can't even practice
humility. On thick shades.
You can't practice humility and accept that you're wrong,
man. But I want to ask.
Okay, don't jump in.
See, that's why I don't think you're saved.
Rob,
you're not doing what Jesus said to do.
Rob, Bruce has been quiet for a while. Let's let him talk.
I guess Bruce has the floor, right?
I mean, you came in wrong. You said that I was promoting.
Bruce, are you a Christian?
See, look at it.
I'm asking you a question. Right?
No, I'm asking you. Are you a Christian?
Do you believe
that Jesus? No,
you were right.
Bruce is not a Christian.
Right, I'm of the devil. I'm possessed. I just want to ask.
He may not be a Christian.
He just admitted it.
Okay,
I'm not listening to anything he says.
Let me ask you a question.
I really don't want to kick people.
You had said that I was supporting smoke.
I guess I'll be first.
And I want to know
why I will.
I was supporting them. Well, if you're going to accuse
me of being a baby,
that's all I wanted to know is why. Sorry about that.
Go make a video, Bruce. I don't know why you're complaining and complaining.
You accused Smokey for thoughts in his mind.
Nobody accused Smokey.
This is what you want to bring up.
Stop accusing.
Bruce, I thought you wanted to talk about something else.
Don't give Bruce the floor anymore. Go ahead.
Look, all I'm trying to say.
Okay, wait. Hold on. Before we go any further, I don't fully understand this context. So, Vekkie, what is it that causes you to, for lack of a better word, doubt Ra's salvation?
Well, because number one, I don't know. I could say that about anybody. I don't know who's who. God has not given me the omniscient ability to know who's who.
No.
However, wait, let me finish. But again, as a temporal being, I have no choice but to take people at their word until they reveal something to me that I believe is contrary to the scriptures, or at least is in the area of adiaphron where I might disagree with them, but it could be open for interpretation. Okay.
I understand.
So again, this is what I'm talking about, ecclesiastical setting. Just because you're not going to my congregation, that doesn't mean that you're not saved. Okay. Let's put that out on the table. Okay.
Right. Well, I understand, but what's the point of contention?
I need to stress this to you guys, because you guys are constantly misunderstanding things that I'm saying to you, no matter how clear I am with you. I'm not saying
personally understand.
If you do not come to my church, that does not mean that you are not saved. That doesn't mean that you are not a Christian. Okay. What it does mean is that you choose to go to a different congregation or be around a group of other people who hold to the same beliefs that you do. That's all that means. Okay. So, now, when it comes to YouTube, like a room, like an environment like this, we obviously got groups of people. Everyone here professes to be of Christ except Germania, but we all have some beliefs that vary within each other. Some of them are more extreme, in my opinion. Some of them are tolerable, I guess.
Awkward.
Yeah. So the tolerable ones, I would still worship with those individuals, but I would have disagreements with them. The more extreme ones, I was like, nah, hey, listen, let's just hang out, have a beer, watch a movie together. But as far as corporate worship, I'd rather not. And I think that's okay. It's perfectly fine. It's a Romans 14 issue, maybe even more nuanced than that. So, and I'll wrap it up. Do I believe Raw is a Christian? Maybe, yes. I believe he is. I think he's in error in a lot of ways. But that doesn't mean that because I have this belief about him that he's not saved. Okay, that's all I'm saying.
Okay. So you don't have suspicions that he's not a Christian?
No, I don't think so. But even if I did, though, what difference does that make?
Yeah, I would agree. Actually,
you're a sinless perfectionist.
I mean, think about it. When atheists try to get at me and say, "Oh, Vekkie, you're this and that," trying to throw names at me and stuff like that, the only thing I can respond to, the only way I can respond to such things is, okay, what am I supposed to do with that information? You call me gay, you call me stupid, you call me lying. What am I supposed to do with that information if you're not God?
So, Vekkie, why does Ra have this understanding or belief that you doubt his Christianity? What would cause that?
I have no idea. Clarify. I have no idea. But he said the same thing about me.
If you love someone, the first thing you want to ask them is, "Are you a Christian?" That's how you show love.
Raw did the same thing to me on the side chat before he came into the room. He accused me of not being a Christian.
So Raw, can you? Oh, did he?
He left.
Oh, yeah, I guess he did.
I didn't know.
Oh, that's a bummer.
I just wanted to know. Well, he wasn't accusing me. Whatever.
There's been many times Raw and I have been in the same room and we've gotten along very well. But then all of a sudden, out of the blue, because I'm the only so-called Calvinist in the room, he wants to start up an interesting conversation, and it eventually gets people start getting animated because they don't like some of the words that are coming out of my mouth. And then next thing you know, people are over talking each other. And then I'm the bad guy because, I'm the one who started this strife.
Vekkie, stop whining. Vekkie, stop whining. It's not manly.
Well, no, it's true.
Well, I want to tell you about John Calvin.
Take your man vitamins, Vekkie.
John Calvin was not only
my vitamins are in Jack Gavin's mustache.
He was not only played by. Is this still working, or can I be heard?
We hear you. We hear you, Bruce. Just nobody on this channel has respect for anybody else.
Okay, so John Calvin, he had a legion of demons in every member of his body.
What?
What?
Never mind.
Is this documented somewhere?
What did Bruce just say?
What, was it a joke and I didn't get it? Like,
I'm so lost.
Instead of just having a legion of demons, I said he had a legion of demons in every member of his body. So whatever. I mean, that'd be a lot of demons, I guess, right?
Yeah, it'd be a lot of.
Sorry.
You might say it would be a legion of demons.
It's not out of the question. There was a dude that was possessed by legion for we are many.
Well, that's why I said, I don't know, you have your arms, your legs, whatever else. I don't know. It'd be a lot of demons.
I don't know how that works.
Gives me the wrong impression.
Yeah, it could come across wrong. It depends where your mind's at.
Where's St. Tommy when you need him?
That's demonic activity at that point.
Yeah, where is he? I haven't seen him in a while.
That is true. I haven't seen St. Tommy in a long time either.
No,
he's
I'm
okay.
not drunk.
I think he turned sinless perfection.
Why is Johnny Judas not showing on the outside chat, but I'm seeing it in StreamYard? Johnny Judas DeFleur, like that's not thick.
Okay. So there's two chats. There's the private chat and there's the comments. The comments are what's on the YouTube channel, people talking to each other. And then the private chat is what only people.
But I mean, if you go out in the outside chat, I can't see.
No, he's talking about. He's probably doing it on the other channel because he's dual streaming right now on two channels.
Oh, wait, are you? I didn't see two notifications.
Yeah, Praise is dual streaming.
Yeah, because I took it from Ryan.
Praise,
Too bad, Ryan.
Praise.
Why did you give it to Ryan in the first place?
I've been meaning to ask you about that.
Gave it to him. He hijacked your channel and used it to browbeat John.
He abused it. I know. You're right. He used it against us, so I took it away from him.
Oh, come on. I only had Praise saying a few nasty, mean things to me on my channel.
Well, we got the yellow journalist in here, so that's so we're doing pretty well so far.
That's
I don't get that reference.
That's a dig to Vekkie, thick shades.
Yeah.
I think that you have a little kind of wrong definition of yellow journalism. You know what yellow journalism is?
No, I don't.
I mean, I'm asking Vekkie. Do you know what it is?
Yeah.
What is it?
His name's Vekkie. Why do you say Vekkie?
He's making fun of me because I make fun of him.
Because he calls me Vekkie. If he calls me properly, I'll address him properly. So Vekkie. So what does that mean by yellow journalism?
Come on.
Let me look it up. Okay, hold on. This is the definition that I shared.
Basically,
this is the definition I shared on the screen.
Hey, if there's one thing I think we can all agree on, it's P. Mars is a moron.
Yes, he is. He's absolutely.
Yeah.
I don't think he's a moron.
I don't
think he's a moron.
Problem like
P. Mars, be nice and give some money.
Accusing me of some yellow journalism, but he does bridge that with some kind of racial innuendo. So I don't appreciate
journalism is that is based upon sensationalism and crude exaggeration.
And exaggeration
now,
of news.
The reason why I think when praise,
so like when you like falsely accuse saying that I do yellow journalism, I don't see any exaggeration from the title at all.
Well, and the Pedo. I can do that though, Vekkie, because what you did with me, and I've asked you.
What did I even do to you, Vekkie?
As a matter of fact, let me just. I'm glad you brought this up. Let me share this with the people in the room.
I'm reading the definition right now.
And also, like you told me that I accused you something. What did I even accuse?
Hold on, thick shades. So the definition of yellow journalism is journalism that is based upon sensationalism and crude exaggeration.
Right. That's the definition I got. Right.
So, like, what did I even do? Any kind of exaggeration?
Okay, give me a minute. Okay,
what did I even say?
Okay, give me a minute, and I'll explain to you. Okay. So do you guys know who Matt Bell is? I know, Dick Shades, you know who he is. But what about the rest of you?
You did ask me to make a video about you and the Pedo.
Hold on. Let me. Does anybody here know who Matt Bell was or is?
I do.
Matt who?
Matt Bell.
Matt Bell.
Okay, he's
I'm sorry, I don't.
He used to come in a lot of rooms, have discussions. Usually defended. He was a big proponent of William Lane Craig's apologetics and stuff like that. Guy from Scotland, I guess. Turns out that the guy was some sort of part of some sort of pedophile ring where he's getting on Skype and instructing people to abuse children in a sexual fashion. Really, really terrible stuff.
Not just people, but little kids.
Now prior
Catholic?
to that, though, because he got arrested back, I think, first back in 2016, and then is finally solidified, I think, back in 2019. Now, prior to that, though, this guy used to be in and out of people's rooms having discussions about, same type of stuff we talk about today, not very liked by a lot of people on both sides, both Christians and atheists. A lot of people, and there's videos showing that, right? So the last time I remember having a discussion, actually, it was the next day. It was May 31st of 2014. That's the last I remember being in the same room with him, right? One room was hosted by me. The other one was hosted by G-Man. But because we had him in this room, right? Therefore, a guy named Bill, you guys know who Bill Cuthbert is. He did a search on my channel and saw that Matt Bell.
No, actually, Ryan did. Ryan actually provided that link to Bill.
Okay. All right. What was the reason? Do you know why?
Obviously, to store crap like he always does.
Okay, we're going to talk about that in just a minute. But the fact of the matter is, all that you see in the video is me, G-Man, several other individuals, including Matt Bell, who back then nobody had any idea what he was involved in. We don't even know when he started doing that stuff. We don't know if he's been involved in that stuff prior to that conversation, during that conversation, or sometime after.
We can suspect.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The fact of the matter is nobody, especially me, knew that Matt Bell was that type of person until,
of course,
after having not heard from him for years, right?
Do it.
So I haven't heard from, so after that conversation, I haven't heard from him for years until one day either G-Man or somebody told me, hey, you remember that guy Matt Bell? I was like, yeah. I said, he's arrested. He's in jail now. I was like, what? I said, what is he in jail for? And they told me that it was for pedophilia. I said, what? Really? I had no idea. Right. And you can see the evidence of this. They got video clips of him being arrested and so on and so forth. Now, fast forward to 2021. Totally forgot that I had video. Huh?
Or is that the actual charge, or is it?
Yeah, it was. He was committed. I think he's still in prison.
Yeah. I don't think he's coming out anytime soon.
There's a thing where you have relations with a 17-year-old. It's statutory rape. Was he accused of that?
Oh no, it's worse.
Oh, okay.
No, he is on Skype and looking at somebody else with a child, and he's giving them instructions on what to do with the child sexually. And is a guy.
Oh, okay, that's enough. That's enough.
Yeah. So that so that to me that's worse than just having a relationship with somebody who's 35 years younger than you.
He sounds like a Catholic.
He would defend Catholicism, I think, at some point. But anyway, so fast forward to 2021. This old video of him in one of my hangouts is in there. Thick Shades decides to go to my channel, download that video, and then
that's not true.
That's exactly what you did, though.
No, that's not true. The link was provided, and then I just downloaded that link. I didn't go to your channel. I didn't go to your channel to look for it. Let's be straight. Come on.
Okay, fine. But the fact of the matter is, you downloaded the video. Because it's not the fact that you went to my channel.
Because the thing is,
that's not my concern.
Hold on. Let me fill you in.
Wait. No. Don't try to twist it now.
We did actually advise you to take that down because it doesn't look good on your channel. It's not Christian.
I'm getting to that.
But you said that you won't, and then you said to make a video about it.
That's right. I won't. But
I need everybody to stop everything that everybody is saying and read Anchovy's comment and explain it to me. Because I do not understand.
I think only Shani will know.
I get it. It's funny.
Is it?
Because Mountain Dew makes you hyper.
That is hilarious.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a corny joke, but it's funny. I like corny jokes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is anything racist because Mountain Dew is yellow? No, I'm just kidding.
But the point of the matter is, Thick Shades, whether you went to my channel and saw it out or not, it doesn't matter. The fact of the matter is you downloaded the video, re-uploaded it with intercutting scenes of him being arrested, and then back to the conversation with him in the room.
Correct.
And then you opened up the video with the words Vekkie and the Pedo, and you even entitled that.
Like good and evil.
Now, here's the part that I have a problem, and this is where you're being accused of practicing yellow journalism. You did not, in the video, place a link to the original video where people can see the entire conversation. Neither did you put.
That's not yellow journalism. There's no exaggeration.
Neither did you put in the description.
Let Vekkie make his point.
Neither did you put in the description whether or not this is in any way, shape, or form Vekkie advocating, congratulating, commending, applauding, or just staying silent about this behavior of Matt Bell. You didn't do any of those types of things. You just leave the audience to believe that I had in some way, shape, or form knowledge of this behavior of his by entitling the video Vekkie and the Pedo. That's what you did.
There
was you left it alone. You left
exaggeration. So, what was the exaggeration, Vekkie?
Okay, let me just wrap it up.
Wait. No. Explain yourself.
Prove me?
Yeah, you.
Well, okay, now, in the video...
Thick Shades. Explain yourself.
Well,
about what?
I'll wrap
about
it up.
The title? Because, like when you have good and evil, like I was thinking Vekkie would be good and the Pedo will be evil. I don't know what his problem is. What exaggeration are you talking about?
Shades. Nobody's buying that.
I don't know what you have in your head. If you had a problem, you should have come up to me.
Nobody's buying that. You're lying.
And actually practice Matthew 17 as you say.
This is Bob. See, now, Bob.
An intelligent person would have said Vekkie versus.
Yeah, exactly. Right. But
not
Bob.
Vekkie and. Vekkie and implies association.
Now, Bob, can I say something real quick? Now,
yeah,
I don't see that. And also, it's not even exaggeration.
You don't see that. How do you not see the difference between versus and?
Well, just because you have good and evil doesn't mean that good is evil.
Bob, check this out, Bob. The last time we had this discussion here in Praise's room, right? It was just me, the three of us, me, him, and Praise. And this was Praise's first time hearing the same thing. And guess what? He had the same exact reaction that you just had.
On your first time versus? Is that
nobody's
why not say versus?
So, hey, Vekkie, what is the exaggeration?
Is that what Praise said? Did Praise say why not say versus instead of
Praise said that it was yellow journalism.
He didn't say those words, but he immediately, when he heard Thick Shades' explanation for entitling it that way, he didn't buy it either. That's why he accused him of yellow journalism.
What was the exaggeration, Vekkie?
That's why he accused you of yellow journalism, and rightly so.
No, I mean, I'm asking you that it's not yellow journalism. Whatever yellow is, it's in your head. So what was exaggerated?
It's a natural term.
Before we go too far, Thick Shades, is English your
Korean is my first language.
Okay.
So I don't.
Okay.
So
then,
now, what was the exaggeration?
Okay.
I mean, is your English first language? Because you don't seem to understand what yellow journalism is. So what was the exaggeration?
I only understand yellow journalism because I looked it up on Google. But English is my first language.
Okay. So what was the exaggeration? Can you answer the question?
Okay. So I understand that English is not your first language. So you may not understand what I'm trying to do.
Cannot answer.
I think he's trying to help you, actually.
No,
yeah,
Vekkie,
I am.
Can you actually answer my question? What was the exaggeration?
Well, let Bob
say something. Okay. Well, it was the difference between and versus. Okay.
So are you saying that if you put together, they're equal?
If you say "and," it implies equality. If you say
so
"versus,"
if you put,
implies you're not.
Hold on. If you put good and evil, are you saying they're the same?
No, but those are very clear. Those are very clear.
So why is that not clear for Vekkie?
Well, because because apparently, and I don't know all the context, but apparently, Vekkie wasn't clearly delineated between the evil of this other person.
Well, then obviously they should have come to like video and then said something about it rather than blabbering all over the place in public.
Well, I mean, and even
your video is public.
Well,
yeah, I know that. If you have a problem with the video, then you should talk to me directly.
Bob, even if
you made
watch
a public video,
and this is not the only time that this is not the only time saying about this. He went to like Brucei's channel. He went to Praise channel at least twice. So what was the exaggeration, Vekkie?
Oh, man.
It's not an exaggeration. It is an equivocation, which you don't understand.
Yeah, exactly.
There was no exaggeration.
All you got to do, Bob.
I didn't say it was an exaggeration. I said it was an equivocation.
Thank you. Thank you for clearing. Thank you for clearing. So it's not an exaggeration, but equivocation. So are you then saying that good and evil are equal?
So Bob, all you got to do is go to the video.
So obviously, you cannot say.
I don't want to go to the video.
Well, no, not Thickie's video. You can go to my video. You go to my video where I actually have the discussion, and you'll see there's absolutely nothing.
Well, you can go to my video
anywhere. There's nothing in the context that leads anybody to believe that.
Why don't you go to original video?
You see how he's talking over me because he doesn't want the
yellow journalism.
There's
no exaggeration. He doesn't even make a comment in the video.
Hey, Pedo,
I haven't even made any comment.
Bob, all you got to do.
He didn't even make a comment. How can you call it yellow journalism? He didn't even.
Bob, all you got to do is go to the original discussion, and you'll see
he didn't even say anything
anywhere in the discussion.
Here, this is the original video.
Has any knowledge?
Okay, guys, I put the link in the private chat. So please admit you're a liar, Vekkie. That's the original video.
Okay, P-Mars.
Well, you called it. You deceived your audience into the definition of yellow journalism, so you could be correcting an online argument. So the winning an online argument is more important than Jesus and truth to Vekkie.
Shut your mouth.
It's all about winning an online argument, not about Christ, not about truth, not about love.
Shut up, boy.
Am I wrong?
Shut up, boy.
You can't admit you're clearly clearly not yellow journalism.
It's hard to take seriously from somebody who
admit you're wrong.
Scriptures, so I'm sorry.
Repent.
Okay, explain.
Repent.
Explain, boy.
Look at that meaty finger. That's pointing to you, P.
So I think that I should talk a little bit because I'm the one being accused. So I put the link in the private chat.
Actually,
that is the original video. If you take a look, there is nothing about implying that Vekkie is some sort of pedo or associated with the pedo. Nothing. There's nothing about it.
All that doesn't imply anything.
Now, notice how the title changed, and this happened after we had the discussion. So he changed the title.
To be nice to you because you're
asking over and over, and I changed it. So why are you complaining again?
He originally, because then you came out with 4 more videos with the same time.
To respond to your accusation. So what can I even accuse you, Vekkie? Can I not make a video like when you make a video?
You're just trying to get away from being
YouTube, man.
That's the problem.
If you make a video, I get to make a video too.
You're wrong for making that title. You know what people are going to think. In fact, that you got idiots like people who actually believes that he's coming here trying to get people to repent. He doesn't even know what he's talking about. So
hold on, Vekkie.
What?
So
you lied. You deceived your audience. You said it was yellow journalism. It's not yellow journalism. There's no exaggeration. He didn't even make any comment in the video whatsoever. How could you even say there was exaggeration?
Well,
it's not even possible. It's not even possible, dude.
It's sensationalization. That's what it is.
How? It's not. You didn't even say
because
comment,
because
Vekkie.
he's making it
clips.
because he's
it's
not
highlights of your channel. That is not yellow.
That's not the title of my video. That's not the title of my video, and neither is there anything.
It's not yellow journalism. It's clips of your channel.
I heard that you're messing around.
Why are you going to redefine yellow journalism so you can win an argument? Admit you're wrong, you liar.
So there's nothing there.
You're lying.
Wait. Hold on. PMars. Does Vekkie? Can you affirm that Vekkie thinks that pedophilia is okay?
The video doesn't say that Vekkie thinks pedophilia is okay. Vekkie made all that up. The video is just clips.
Do you think the original title
doesn't even make a comment, a single comment in the whole video? There's nothing. There's no commentary. There's zero journalism. It's just highlights. To call it yellow journalism is yellow journalism.
Do you know the original title?
Of course he does. Go to his channel.
What, like, the hypocrisy is amazing for you, Vekkie. Like, you take it to new levels all the time. I can't believe it. You have no shame. You're not even embarrassed for behaving like this. You're proud. You're putting up videos of your hypocrisy. Like, you're proud. You're boasting in your sin.
Man, Vekkie, why do you raise contention every time?
Mr. Lizard a faggot. You shouldn't associate him because Smokey called that one guy a faggot. Vekkie called that Lizard a faggot, like Smokey called that.
I
one
did.
guy a faggot.
You know what? And you want to know what?
And
I
calling someone a faggot means you can't associate with them. Yep. So I think we should associate with Vekkie. We got to kick him out of our church.
What you going to do
about it? Can't associate with him.
What you going to do about it? I did. And you know what? Like a man, unlike you are, I apologize the next day.
Shows you hatefully.
I know you're not talking PMars throwing the N-bomb.
You're a hateful person.
Yeah, so it's really hard to take this kind of rebuke from somebody who throws the N.
Why do we have double? Why are we going to apply a standard to Smokey and not hold Vekkie to the same standard?
And he's saying this to even to non-blacks. I mean,
is anybody in this room going to take seriously this type of correction? Are we giving Vekkie grades because he's
willy-nilly just throws out the N-bomb? Come on now, it's really, come on. Nobody's taking that seriously. That's why I just laugh.
Yeah, when I call you the N-bomb. That's totally appropriate because that's what you are.
It's not. No, because you call everybody the N-word and you do it on the side chat even when it's unprovoked.
Everybody thinks that word, unless you are black yourself, is a bad word.
Yeah, well, you want to conform to the standards of the world. That's you. But I'm going to follow Romans 12:2. And I'm not going to
about Romans 12:2. You don't know how to read the Bible.
You guys have worldly Bible first, and then following worldly standards.
What did Paul say
about propaganda and start reading the Bible?
Okay, what did Paul say about going and reaching the lost? Did he say anything?
Don't conform to the standards of the world.
P-bars don't know nothing about that.
Oh, yes.
It's calling someone an N-word. Is that a standard of the world? A standard of God?
Yeah, but he's doing it with the intent to offend.
What did he?
Yeah.
The same reason I called
the Pharisees were jerks.
Yeah, and so was Vekkie. Vekkie acts like a Pharisee.
I know you're not talking.
That's why he would say the same things I'm saying.
Pharisees were hypocritical, and that's exactly what I'm seeing coming from you, hypocrite.
Right.
Yeah, you are one of the biggest. You are absolutely the biggest hypocrite in this room. Actually, P-Mars, you are.
Was okay. Every time you point a finger, every time you point a finger.
Oh, here we go, jumping on Vekkie again.
Here we go. There's three pointing back at you.
Yeah, and see, so the hypocrisy is P-Mars coming in here, getting on my case because I called Mr. Lizard a faggot, which I actually did. I did actually call Mr. Lizard a faggot.
Wait.
You want to know what? I apologize.
Both of you.
I know.
He boasted about it.
Vekkie, stop over talking Gavin. Let Gavin make his point.
I'm not going to say it, let him attack me.
You don't have to respond to him to let Gavin make his point.
Oh, gosh. Well, let me know when he's done talking then.
Your headphones, never mind, whatever.
Yeah, my point was simply this. Vekkie, you're one of the biggest finger pointers in this room. That's a fact. So every time you point a finger, there's at least three pointing back at you.
I think that is not true.
He bared false witness against me. He told everyone I mooned his panel, and that's not even true.
You mooned our panel.
I did moon your panel, and I admit to the doing that, but I didn't
You
moon
did that to my
Vekkel's.
channel, too.
But Vekkel assumed, because I did it here, then I did it on his channel, and he went around telling everyone that it was me when it wasn't. But he doesn't care about the truth.
I know that rear end anyway.
It must have been Vekkel.
See,
Vekkel must
he still won't repent. This guy cannot admit he's wrong. Why would I admit? Yes, I mooned Praise's channel, but I'm gonna lie and say I didn't do it on yours.
Yeah,
why would I even do that? Just to make you look bad? I don't have to make you look bad. You do
because
that.
you can lie about stuff. That's all. That's right.
You're the liar, dude.
Okay.
You're bearing
lying?
false witness. I never mooned your panel, and you told people I did. That's false witness.
Well, you guys are crazy. You were leaving comments.
Look, I'm out.
This is what I was going to say is that
1-4, the gospel by which you are saved is that Christ Jesus died for our sins according to the scriptures. He was buried and he was raised from the dead on the third day according to the scriptures. Believe that he did it all and it's not of you. And you will be saved. God bless. Good night.
Good night, Bob. God bless.
Good night, Bob. Yeah.
What time is it in the States anyway right now?
Yeah, it's actually.
I hear echo.
It's probably Gavin. Well, I mean, I said what I had to say. I think, both Praise and just by the demonstration of both Praise and Bob hearing this story for the first time, they can see that there's no real legitimate reason to give the video that title. But hey, I mean, it's your channel. You can do whatever you want. And if people really care about the truth, they can go see the actual video for themselves. And see that there's no evidence of me congratulating, overlooking, applauding, commending, anything of the sort. In fact, you'll see the complete opposite. You'll see no evidence of me and G-Man, by the way, going against Matt Bell and his theology. So
it's a video where you're having a great time with a pedophile. So he called it Vekkel and the pedophile having a great time together, and they're gonna do lots of YouTube videos and talking about Christ together.
So all right, I tell you what, Thick Shade, let's see you do that with other people in the other videos. Go to Nadia's channel. Actually, she might not have her videos up. But go to other people's hangouts and do the same thing. Say, hey, this person and the pedo, or that person and the pedo. But you won't do that. We know why. We know.
There is no
You're
reason
doing it out of strife, and that's not biblical.
Interrupting me.
That's not biblical. It's not biblical.
There's no reason.
You're going to play the victim
coming from you.
You're going to try to play the victim and say, "Well, I did it out of response. I've never done anything."
Until Vekkel, you kept going on and on about it. I didn't even know.
Yeah, well, because that's a serious accusation.
But you talk about it all the time.
That's a serious accusation.
You're like a woman whose head goes into a fish tank. You can still talk underwater.
Oh, shut up! Nobody cares about your mustache. Anyway, it's a little hairy in here, so I'm gonna head out. Peace.
I still didn't get to hear what I accuse him. Anyway, I got a call.
That was crazy, him trying to explain why it was yellow journalism like that. That was evil in action right there. Holy Christ. Oh, I can't believe he won't just admit he lied. Like, he can't admit he's wrong. He did a stream and like deceived his whole. I watched it. He deceived his whole audience on the meaning of yellow journalism because it does involve sensationalism and exaggeration, and I don't think Thick Shades didn't even make any commentary. It's just clips. It's highlights, and then they like Vekkel and the pedal, and then to blow that into like you're saying I support him and it doesn't say that. He's reading that. It's all in his mind. He's crazy.
Right. I think P-Mart is right because like I'd never made any kind of accusation. I didn't ever said that Vekkel has anything to do with the pedo, nor did he have any idea that Matt Bell was a pedo at that time. But what happened was that he told that to G-Man, and G-Man is now accusing me of saying, whatever they are strawmanning. So I don't know why Vekkel does what he does, when he could simply come to me and ask whatever that he needed. Just like last time he was complaining in Bruce's channel or with you, Praise, and he asked me about the title, so I did it for him, about the description, that I didn't even put anything. So I made it clear there in the description that it has nothing to do with Vekkie or any Pedo. But still he's talking about it. He's still like, raising contention. I have no idea why he's keep doing what he's doing.
It's actually a good video, and we should be talking about how the pedophile in the video is acting like a Christian and calling other people non-Christians and sinners for what someone said a woman was sexy, and he said that's a sin.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was also pointing out, the morality. He was talking about morality.
Yeah, morality.
All this time he was like into that sort of things, So that was also the major point.
Yeah, it was a good at highlighting how Christians who accuse others have these closets that are apparently, this guy, we all know what he was doing. So when you see a Christian acting like that and accusing others, then you wonder what's in the closet. There's probably something they're hiding. It's like a good lesson, actually, I think.
But just to clarify again, I was not bridging Vekkie with the Pedo. He was more or less like good and evil. And also I had, I wasn't saying at all, nor did I put any in text format that, Vekkie and G-Man knew about Matt Bell of such such bad actions, So, I hope that they can stop strawmanning and, bearing false witness against me.
Why?
But the link that Vekkie was saying, nobody went out to his channel and, tried to dig up and all that. I haven't done that. Bill didn't do that. It was provided by Ryan. And I can only say that his intention wasn't honest.
I don't get how you can say, oh, it's yellow journalism because you didn't link to the original video. Like, how many times does he probably have clips of other people's videos and he doesn't have links to the original video, and he'll like cherry pick things and take it out of context, so he's like holding you to this standard that he doesn't hold himself to, I think, and it's like a real stretch. Like, it's funny when these people like Smokey and Vekkie try to justify their bad behavior. They go into these long, justifications and explanations. When you're doing the right thing and you're behaving according to Christ, you don't really have to go into complex explanations for your behavior, because it's pretty evident to everyone that you're doing the right thing. It's only when you have to go into these complex explanations, it's always someone trying to justify, rationalize something bad behavior. It seems to me.
Hit it, get it, ow, show them, girl, yeah, boom, boom, ba, boom, 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 ba.
Yeah, I hope that this will, put an end to it. I mean, if anyone want to raise any kind of comment, I put the link to the original vid in the private chat. Can take a look. And actually, like, Vekkie could have done that simply. He could have just come to me directly, even publicly, on that video, not just going to like Bruce's channel and raising, contentions, and also coming here twice mentioning about that and attacking the straw man. So that's why I was asking specifically what I have exaggerated, what I have accused, because I haven't done any of those. Just like Pima was saying, all those things were fabricated in his mind.
I agree with Irenic about the classical theism, and that's the thing I read about with Calvinism. Is it it really stresses God's omnipotence. And the thing in the Bible is like, yeah, God is omnipotent, but he's always choosing not to use his power. Like Jesus could have just wiped everyone out that crucified him, but he didn't. And so that's like a characteristic of, yeah, he's omnipotent, but he also is like, he's like, I don't know, I can't remember the word, but like he doesn't use it. I can't remember, there's another word for it, but yeah, he just basically doesn't use his power when he can. But the Calvinists, they just want to like, oh, God is all powerful, controls everything. Like,
according to Calvinism, you know, when you actually think about it, and strictly speaking, you know, there's no need for Jesus. You know, there's no need for Jesus to come and suffer that gruesome death and pain. You know, but and according to Calvinism, God is actually creating man to be, you know, to be thrown in hell. You know, so.
Look, on Calvinism, every evil act God determined and ordained and brought to pass.
Right, so we have like free choice, right? So then what's the point of even doing anything? You might as well just sit there and, I mean, like God, the future's already written in stone. I can't change the future. So why even make a choice or do anything with my life? Like, that's why I like the idea of like open theism and the future is changeable. Yeah, like I can go out and make a difference. Because otherwise,
look at, imagine you can pray to God and actually change history or have a hand in it, you know?
Yeah, and when I read the Bible, I read a God that like he's with us. He goes on adventures with us. It's not this like, you know, he's transcendent apart from us. Like he's interacting, he's talking to us. Like the fact that he has a dialogue with us, like if he knows the future, and why even talk to us? What's the point of even talking to us if he knows everything that's going to happen?
Yeah, again, there's no need for Jesus if Calvinism is true.
Well, there's a simple problem that Calvinists have. If it's true that God determines everything that happens, so like according to Westminster, right, God ordains whatsoever comes to pass. if everything is determined, then part of everything is men's belief states about things, like, you know, what you believe is true, you know, what you believe, and if you have false beliefs, so you have true beliefs, you know, and you have false beliefs. Now God, you know, you know, whether they're true or false beliefs that people hold, God has determined them all, right? So the Calvinist has to admit that his belief states about Calvinism or about anything have been determined by God. They're not. He can't appeal to reason. And, you know, this is the problem because of this exhaustive determinism. It takes put it this way. It takes it's like we might allow that, like, because a Calvinist will say, well, God uses certain means to get me to believe this, so he can maybe say, well, God used logical means, you know, to get me to do this, you know, but that's begging the question, you know, at that point. So anyways,
that's a good point.
So really, Calvinists can't know any. They can only, you know, they can't really know anything, right? Because knowledge, justified true beliefs or whatever, they entail a reasoned approach, right? You know, consideration, this and that. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
Vekkie, was that you that made that point about Calvinism? If Calvinism is true, then why did Jesus die on the cross?
Yeah, I mean, there's no point of Jesus if Calvinism is true.
Yeah, it's a good point.
Hi. You look like shit.